Alright, well, we're gonna play some more Resident Evil 3 tonight. We might finish it tonight, I don't know. We'll see. Uh, I know we just got to the Carlos section, um, so I don't know how much more of the game there is, to be honest. But we'll find out. Hopefully it's just a couple more hours at my pace. That way, we can move on to something else next time. What that something else might be, I don't know, but we'll see. Hopefully I don't get stupidly frustrated with anything this time. Because last time I got frustrated at something that was completely doable.
Resident Evil.
Mostly because I'm an idiot, but yeah. Okay, which one's the one? Oh, let me reset the sound real quick. There we go. Okay. Yeah, so we should be on 16. There we go. It's a really weird text at the bottom of the screen every time. Here, let me transition to the actual scene. There we go. Okay. So let's see, what kind of stuff do we got? We got the rifle, pistol, a shitload of ammo. All we got in here though is a knife, which I'm not gonna use. Uh-oh. Fuck. Man, I wish you could see further than you can in these old games. Like, it's not, to me it doesn't add any, like, scariness to it, it just frustrates me. Okay, let's look at the map. So... Alright, we'll go through this way, I guess. God. Fuck. So many zombies. Is there anything over here? No. I'm curious to see if they do a Resident Evil 4 remake, if they're gonna have like ammo pickups and shit from dead enemies. Is that the only door? Yep. I don't really understand why so many more zombies showed up. I also have no clue where I'm supposed to go to get this antidote. Let's take a look at the map again. Okay. So we can't go through the front door anymore. And we can't go upstairs. Okay, that's good. Leaves us with only one way to go. Makes things easier for me. I didn't even see that one. What do we got there? Nothing? That looks like an item, but it's not. Okay. Suppose I could have gone out that way too. Fuck it, let's see what's through here. This seems like it's the right way if there's dogs coming. Ah, shit. Damn it, die. Alright. Huh. Oh, this is where the train crash was, okay. That makes more sense. Alright, so there really was no reason to come this way then. Man. Map. Okay, so I guess I gotta go through this door again. There should be another door in this room then. Yeah, there we go. Oh, it's raining now. Oh, shit. Fucking hate these spiders, man. God damn. I really do hate these spiders. Disgusting. Oh, this room again. Alright, yeah, we already got that. Huh. Oh, you can push this one. Is there something right there? No. There's some weird sounds with the music in this game. Okay. Look at this guy. Boy, am I glad to be able to just aim in games now. It's a nice cozy rain. Yeah, I assume we're supposed to go in the hospital. Let's look at the map though. Oh. Okay, yeah, that one's locked anyway. Fair enough. are those guys green? I hope there's no plant monsters. Oh, nope, but there's hunters. Fucking shoot! Shoot, god damn it! Bro, what the fuck is happening? Wow. It didn't let me do anything. He wouldn't shoot. Oh boy. Wow. Ugh.
Resident Evil.
Oh my fucking god. Ugh. Oh fucking K. Yep. Eat a dick. I'm sure I'll wind up regretting all this. Oh boy. I really can't believe they just sat there slapping me and I couldn't do anything. Of course, that one's still alive. Fuck off. I really just can't believe it didn't let me fucking move. And by the way, I only hit circle once to open up my menu. And it opened it twice. So while I was sitting there running, it just out of nowhere just opened. Did that hurt me? It really did. Wow. Crazy. Oh, I forgot to pick up that one healing item. Back in the lobby of that building. That sucks. Oh well. It's kind of crazy that you can throw grenades right at your feet, but not get hurt. But if you shoot a fucking barrel, it's gonna murder you. Alright, here we go. Let's see me get killed again. Let's see it just not shoot. Thank God it did. It's gonna let me move. Alright. Alright, this is a save room. That's good. Wish I could see shit in here. Alright, might as well. Okay, map. I feel like I used more bullets this time than I did last, or I shouldn't even say it that way. I feel like I used less last time than this time, and yet I'm lower on ammo. Huh. Director's diary. Good to know. Clinical charts will contribute to... Yep. I need to feel that same itchy and hungry desire that all my patients felt. Uh-oh. Huh. Damn shame for him. Tape recorder. Okay, so that's in the remake as well. And you have to use the tape recorder to, I got pistol ammo, cool. You have to use the tape recorder to open up the one room that has an intercom thing. I guess we might as well take that, because we'll probably need it if it's right there. Is that a map? Yep. Why are... So there's 3 floors listed, but there's only a 4th floor, a 1st floor, and a basement 3. So what about the other, like, 6 floors between them? I suppose it'd be 1, 2, and then 1. I suppose it's only 3 floors between them in total. Okay. How do we go through the elevator? Oh, I bet we use the recorder for this.
There also appears to be a slight fracture in his right arm just below the elbow. However...
Creepy British doctor. What's up, Blaze? How you doing? Okay. Oops. I just pressed a button. I hope it goes to the right floor. Oh my god. Well, that was anticlimactic. Oh, never mind. Jesus. Can't wait to get jumped by frogmen, though. Alright, let's look at the map first. So we can go in that room and that room. Let's see what's in here. Why did it have a down arrow? Was that like a... Oh, what the fuck? Yeah, this room just has snake leech creatures. Yeah, they got in the hospital. Who knows how? kind of strange, but... Alright, combine that with that. Is there something here? Doctor's body is holding a slip. 104. 104. It looks like there's an item here, but I can't grab anything, so... Okay. Next room. Medical grade snakes. They use them for tubing in this hospital. Nurse, we've run out of rubber tubes.
Don't shoot! No!
What?
Nikolai? You're still alive?
Huh.
Saw what happened.
What's going on?
Well?
I'm one of the supervisors. That's all you need to know.
Wait!
Oh, it's Hannibal Buress. Damn, they really killed Hannibal Buress like that. Fucking crazy. He played such a big role in the in the remake. And he just gets murked by Nikolai in this one. What a way to go. Alright, what's here? Anything? Ooh. Sick room. Yes, the sick room. I was gonna say, there's definitely a picture there. Photo D. The zombies are walking. Whack. You know what? I think, when I do I'll probably do a video of this, and, first let me do this. Get rid of that. There we go. Do a video, and, just overlay the whack line over him pulling the pin on the grenade. The sicko room key. Cardboard box with chemicals in it. Huff the chemicals? Yes or no? Alright. I love how everybody's first reaction in these games is just to jump out of like fucking second or third story windows. In this case, a fourth story window. But in Resident Evil 4, you jump out of windows like it's fucking nothing. And you also do roundhouse kicks, so. Inject the chemicals. Yes. Disinfectant. Inject? Yes or no? This looks like something. Yep. But for where? Arklay Mountains. Is that a vent up there? Something seems to have been placed here. Oh. Huh. I feel like I'm not sure what the fuck I'm supposed to do in this room. I know I gotta push it, I just don't know where to. And I don't want to shove it into a corner and have it be the wrong corner, you know? I assume it's this one over here. Yep. I just figured because it was the furthest one away. Alright. Oh, it's 104. Push it real good. Hey. Will you take vaccine base? Yep. This is one of those little bottle candies that you twist the top off of and drink the insides, you know, little wax ones. Or you just chew the whole thing like a monster. But that leaves my teeth not feeling so good. Alright, now we go to basement 3. Where I'm sure there's gonna be those fucking lizard boys. So, actually I'm gonna go to the first floor and go save first. God, you gotta angle it perfectly on this game. Yes. Alright. You know, I really wish more people enjoyed watching, like, streams of this shit. 'Cause, I mean, I enjoy streaming Animal Crossing and all that, but, like, I really like doing a wide variety of things, and it just sucks that there's not, you know, a huge crowd for it. And absolutely you just did. You've wandered into a Resident Evil 3 me getting angry at old games stream. Basement 3, here we go. How's it going, Tyson? They love the Animal Crossing. Yeah, they love Nintendo games, is the thing. Like, I should say new Nintendo games. Fuck you. Yeah, I hear you, you bitch. Come on. Come on. Come on, fuck. Can you please? God, fuck. No! Oh, thank God. Whew. Hey, what's up, Caleb? Yeah, that's why I'm really excited for Breath of the Wild 2 to come out, because I know I can definitely pull a crowd for that one as well. And you know, it's a game that I get endless enjoyment out of as well. Not that I don't have fun playing Animal Crossing, because I do. It's odd how much I can get enjoyment out of it, even though it's such a simple game. If I didn't say hello, Caleb, by the way, hello. I apologize. I think I did, but medium base? Okay, so what, do I combine these then? No. No. Oh, I bet there's a machine. Yeah, honestly, that game, the only thing that it takes is time. Looking forward to COD Vietnam. COD Vietnam. CAD Vietnam. Yeah. We'll see how it is, though, because if they just spam 3-lane maps again, I'm not going to have fun with it. I was watching back some gameplay of when I was playing Black Ops 3 back when that came out, and for the first few months. Not a fan of that map design. I would prefer that they just have a wide variety of maps like in the original Black Ops or in World at War or any of those. Yes. Alright. Let's see that thing bust out of the fucking... Oh, yep. They're definitely gonna bust out. Question is, what the fuck do I do now? How far have you gotten into Breath of the Wild though, Blaze? God, these rooms. Synthesizer of chemicals, medium base can be set here. Okay. Oops. Use. Will you operate the synthesizer? Okay. Hold on. Let's see what happens here. Okay. So let's hit that one first. Then, just for the sake of doing it out of order. No, that's not right. Okay. That ain't right. Let's switch 3 again. 2. Well, that's about as far off as you can be. Let's go to below. Oh. See what B does. Okay, let's switch A again. Well, it would be good on that, on the left side. Let's go to above. I can't remember what each of these did, but... no, that ain't good. Switch that back. That ain't good. Switch that back. Let's try 1. Okay. Below. No. There it is. Just by chance. Why did my chat go off screen? Hey, what's up, Neko? You're jerking. I thought it froze for a second. Okay. Those guys are gonna come out. I love how it's like so fucking clearly obvious that they're gonna bust out. Oh, who'd have thought? Oh god. No, come on, Carlos. Jesus fucking Christ. Okay. Oh, thank God. Whew. Like, if those things corner you and you don't get out of the corner fast, you're dead. Ooh. If you didn't get to see earlier when I first walked into the hospital, I got fucking murked. As soon, oh. Fuck you. Damn frog boys. Why were these things in like... Oh, it's basement level 3, okay. That makes more sense. I was gonna say, they're just in the normal part of the hospital. Vaccine medium, get rid of it. Oh no, Jill's gonna catch autism. They're opening stuff up in Texas tomorrow. Well, hopefully it doesn't backfire. Because I personally would prefer that the world goes back to normal, but we'll see. We'll see how that works. Let me save. Because now that I got this shit, I don't want to... The Asymmetric Predator game? Yeah, I saw that. I saw some YouTubers playing it a couple weeks ago. That's not what I want, no. I should save it there. There. It looks pretty cool. It looks like it's one of those games where it's really fucking hard to win as the Predator, though. You know what I mean? I mean, asymmetry in games is fine, but sometimes, like for example with this game with the, oh, this is heals, nice. With, not with this game, but with the remake when they came out with that Resident Evil Resistance shit, it's so damn hard to win. As the boss, or whatever. A time-based bomb. Good thing I could just walk out. And using the Dragon's Breath rounds in Modern Warfare, and now you're a war criminal. Yeah, those things are, they're buff. People get pretty salty when you use them. Not as salty as I get when I get shot with snake shot from the revolvers, but salty. Alright, let's see. Those doors are probably still locked, yeah. Okay. Well, if this section actually ends when I get back to Jill, this is a really short section for Carlos. Uh-oh. What the fuck? Look at these bitches. Is that noise like part of the music or what? Huh. Oh, that explosion probably fucked up this building, huh? Yeah. When the enemy starts picking up your gun to use it against you, you know that it's making them angry. There was a healing item over here. Ah, shit. That's Nemesis. Yep. Oh, God. Ooh. Oh, shit. Hold on. I'll read once I get to the save room. I'm trying not to get murked by Nemesis. Oh, fucking Jesus. That man just came fucking sprinting out of the fire. Hey, there we go. Old typewriter, yep. Checking memory, okay. 7. Yep. Okay, anyway. Oh yeah! He's Kool-Aid man. Anyway, let's get back to reading the chat for a second. People are wearing masks in the restaurants or in public and shit. Yeah, I think that's gonna become a new thing. Wish it was like Wildlands Predator, dude. You'd get murked immediately. That thing basically just had aimbot. Edit the part with the Kool-Aid guy. Friends are keep asking why you don't have sight on the gun, and your answer is 'cause aiming is stupid. Yeah, when it comes to shotguns, or I don't aim like 50% of the time on Modern Warfare. Resident Evil 8. I don't know when it will come, because with E3 not being here, it kind of throws off the announcement dates for everything.
Hey, are you okay?
Yes, barely.
Herm,
What's going
kinda
on?
cringe.
No way! That monster just doesn't give up.
What?
Well, that dialogue
I thought
didn't
we
make
killed
sense.
That thing.
No, it's been waiting for you.
He's playing with us.
Nemesis is a
Do you think that it's unstoppable?
simp.
No.
Kyle Nemesis.
I'm sorry, Jill, but I've got to go take care of a few things. Oh, and bad news. Nikolai is still alive.
Nikolai, are you sure?
Yes. I don't know how, but I do know that he is our enemy. Remember, don't trust him.
Let me run out of this room real quick. Right back into Nemesis. Yeah, it should be shown, like, when would that be? Like right around now, right? Because I remember them doing trailers and shit during, or announcements and shit during, like, April. At least for a couple of them. Let's... No, that's not what I want. What am I doing? Got plenty of shotgun rounds. Probably put some more heals in my pocket. I don't know what this crank is for still. Alright, let's just start combining some of these. Okay. Oh wait, I should save then. Well, I did just save with Carlos, but I don't want to go through that cutscene again if I get murked. So, wherever the hell the infinite save ribbon is, there it is. Just predicting RE3 was being made when 2 was, so maybe 8 was being made when 3 was just wrapping things up. Yeah, that'd be cool. But I think 3 was developed by another team, though. So it could have been being made already, like the whole time. Now, along with teasers, and then actual trailer would be, yeah, around June. Yeah, because Modern Warfare when they did theirs, it was a lot later, which was back to the way they used to do things. Did I just save or didn't I? I can never pay enough attention while I'm playing this. I sit in the corner the entire match. Yeah, I must not have. Okay. Show all the new stuff as commercials instead of at E3. They'll probably just release the videos on YouTube. That's what they'll wind up doing. I mean, the whole thing with E3, the reason they did it is so that E3 would make money off of it. And now that E3 is not a thing this year and probably won't ever be again, because the companies were already pulling out, so E3 was dying. I mean, I hate to say that. When they started opening it up to the public, it kind of just fell the fuck apart. Uh-oh. Oh my god. This motherfucker. Oh, run, Jill. God damn it. Please. It's so hard to control tank controls. Yeah, that's also true. Because the NBA Finals thing that's always been the COD announcement time. At least for a very long time. I think since like MW3, something around there. Where do I need to go? Goes through there. Probably, right? Well, no, that would take me out the door that way. Yeah, okay, so I do gotta go that way, but first... Oh, shit. God damn it. Please, Jill, get the fuck up! God, it's fucking crazy how slow she is. I just wanted to save. Yeah, I very clearly remember the MW3 announcements being on the NBA Finals, because I was like, what the fuck? Because they used to announce them later, and as much as it pains me to say, the games were better when they announced them later. That's not what I wanted. Equip that. Look at the map real quick. Locked with a simple lock. Shit. Are you kidding me? Are you fucking kidding? I gotta get my... I gotta go get my lockpick. Yeah, I usually tune into baseball for, you know, spurts throughout the season. I never have time to, well, I never want to sit down and watch all season, you know? And that's the same for any sport, for me. Hopefully he's not still in here. Hopefully he fucked off. Yeah. Yeah, overhyping and also just the game not being up to par. Like, with the older ones. Because, I mean, the way I see it, at least, MW3, when it came to, like, gameplay overall wasn't as good as MW2. At least from my memory. But map design, it had a lot of cool maps. I'll say that. But Black Ops 2 is an overrated piece of shit, and anybody who disagrees with me can can go eat shit. I kid, if you enjoy the game, that's on you. That's on you. I enjoyed it as well, but it's still overrated. That's the game where they started the three-lane map for every map design. They just put a paint job on the map and called it something different. Yeah, but in this one, you can jump over this thing, and you can go behind this this emergency vehicle, and you can go up this skate ramp, all within 3 lanes. I swear, Treyarch is fucking lazy with their map design. And what's funny is people don't realize it, but back in the day when they actually had cool fucking maps, there we go. When they actually had cool maps on like World at War and Black Ops 1, a lot of those maps were designed by a different fucking studio. Like if you go into the, go to their like fandom websites or whatever, a lot of those maps were developed by different studios. They weren't even Treyarch themselves. I will give it to them that I think Treyarch worked on some of the maps for the original Modern Warfare. Which I like some of those, but I personally enjoy the Infinity Ward map design 10 times more. I'm not saying when it comes to this game's, you know, Modern Warfare, the new one's map design, it's the best, but back in the day, I cannot say that that Treyarch's map design after Black Ops 2 is something to behold. I gotta get that fucking save ribbon out. God, am I glad that they have storage enhancements for the remakes. Let's see. I can watch baseball on TV. I just usually don't because I got better shit to do. Like, I enjoy it when I watch it. I always just enjoy playing video games more than I do enjoy watching sports. I'll put it that way. Okay, so now I can just go up into the park. I don't hate the DLC maps, or whatever you want to call them. They aren't DLC, I guess. I don't hate the update maps. The fucking base maps, most of them are kind of shit. I'll give you that. But the remake of Backlot from COD 4, perfect. It's literally perfect for the game, in my opinion. Ooh. Okay. Alright, 2 pumps. 2 pump jump. Yeah. I mean, like I said, some of the maps on Black Ops 1 are fine, because they were made by different studios. Cuck. Is he getting up? Or is he dead? He's dead, okay. But yeah, I don't know. Black Ops 2 and onward is where I don't fuck with the Treyarch games. I mean, I liked Black Ops 4's Blackout just because it's a different game. It's not the fucking shitty multiplayer from that game. The time I watch TV is screen sharing my porn to a TV. Look at that. Look at that headshot. Never stood a chance. This is, I'm just shooting the cast of Swamp People on the History Channel now. Don't go out alligator hunting. What you doing around here with that shotgun? Yo, come through and shoot the alligator. Is there a reload button? Oh shit. I just hit the shoot button. Okay. Well, I'm glad I had to reload and it just didn't that whole time. Whew. God damn it. Goddamn dogs. What's Meat Bear Mania? Meat Beat Mania. Yeah, that's a completely different thing. Meat Bear Mania sounds fucking amazing, though. I want to see that. Yeah, I'm probably addicted to video games as well. Although right now it's probably just because I just came off of the most stressful years of my fucking life with college. Cause I was an engineering student, cause I decided to do that dumb shit. What's that? The fuck is this? Park key? Okay, it doesn't work here. Okay. Why did I hate it. I try to skip the dialogue and I wind up hitting X again on it. Okay. So we have this key that doesn't work there. Apparently. Can't go back there. The rain on this is really cozy. I like it. Anything back here? No. I guess we'll go back through here. It's for the other doors. Do you think games ruin your eyes? I don't know. I really don't. 'Cause I mean, I can't imagine why they would. I really don't see how that would make sense. Okay, where are these doors then? Oh, so it's just gotta be across this way then. I mean, maybe the blue light fucks with your cones in your eyes, but I think realistically the only thing that blue light does to you is fucks with your brain so that you can't sleep. But I mean, that would be the same as being outside because you get fucking blasted with blue light all day. So, I don't know. But, I mean, if you're watching fucking TV or anything at night, that would fuck with your sleep. So, I don't know. Okay. What? Oh. Oh, there's a guide over there. So we want white, black, black, white. Okay. I think. There we go. That looks like it. If you're doing too many ridiculous back-to-back sessions. Well, yeah. Yeah, I mean, that... If you're too close to anything and staring at it, it's gonna fuck with you. 'Cause your eyes are made to be able to fucking see depth. But I mean... And I'm sure sitting at a distance is also not good. Like at a far enough distance, you're trying to fucking imagine reading a book that has too small of text. That's not easy to do. What is this? Oh, okay. So black. So white on the bottom, black on top. Control the panel. Yes. Wait. What? How did they switch? What the fuck? How did they switch like that? I had them in the position that's on the bottom of that diagram here. I had them in that position. What the fuck? Why'd they go back to the first position? He also said the shape of the fountain. Wait, what? Black on the bottom, white on... Was it white on the top, black on the bottom? Is that the difference? I think I fucked up. That goes favorite kind of porn. Oh boy. Okay. There we go. People trying to simp over Kim Jong-un's sister. Yeah. Yeah, isn't that great? You know what I love? The North Korean equivalent to Joseph Goebbels. You know, basically a Nazi spin doctor. Frankly, I think that's a hot profession. Fuck off, snakes. Oh shit. Nah. Reload, bitch. Why are there so many? It's goddamn sewer worms. Okay. Okay, climb. Yes, get out of here. Jesus. Alright, Oh. Look at this asshole. Okay, cool. Cool. Nice. That was fucking sick. Time to heal. Oh. I can fill this. That makes more sense. Okay. I don't know why it doesn't just fill that immediately when you get more, healing items. Med sprays, whatever. Amnesia's coming to the free Epic Games list? Okay. I'll have to look into that then. Because I have it on PS4, but I just don't want to stream from my PS4 very often. Like I said, it sounds like a fucking jet turbine, so it's just not fun to stream when you have the sound of hell in the background. Yeah, there's just a shack at the back of the park. Like a shack in the woods. It's a murder cabin. Iron pipe. Sure. Sure fucking hope there's a save room around here. Yeah, I really hope there's a save room with a box. Could use it. Oh, here it is. Alright, let's put these away for now. Let's put that in my pocket real quick and try to combine these then. Yep. Alright, that makes more sense. Now I know I can do that. Do I got no more sprays? Oh, there's one. Combine. Nice. And then I'll get the save ribbon. Unless there's more heals in here. I got so much fucking gunpowder. Put that in my pocket. Anything else? No. Okay. Oh boy. The Travis Scott skin. That Travis Scott skin doesn't even look like him. Like, it vaguely looks like him. Just with the hair and the fucking eyebrows. The facial structure? Nope. It just looks like they glued his face onto a default character. Or I'm sorry, glued his hair and eyebrows onto a default character. And I only know it because I've seen the same meme that you're referencing. Okay. Oh wait, I need the fucking lighter. Ay, 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 ay. Turn around. Why is there Fortnite concerts? Because Epic is, Epic is trying to keep that game alive at all costs. It's just kind of weird because their fan base is still like 90% children. So having Travis Scott concerts on there is a little strange, gotta say. Alright, I'm gonna go grab some of this gunpowder and shove it in there too. Here, I'll get the gunpowder, shove it in the box. Light it up, blow up the cabin. This is actually the Unabomber's log cabin. His shack. They took direct reference from it. Kind of fucked up, Capcom, really, honestly. Combine. Boop. The kids are stealing their mommy's credit cards for Epic. Yeah. Yep. So I think BBA would combine to make a lot of shotgun shells, so I'll do that. Sicko mode from Fortnite. Let's put this in there again. Let's get the gunpowder. Whoa, they made Travis Scott from Fortnite a real rapper? How am I not seeing this damn thing? Where is it at? There it is. I really wish you could do things from the inventory. God damn it. I just have endless pistol rounds. Fuck it, I guess I'll use the pistol then. Jesus. I just fucking put this stuff away. My god, man, I'm never gonna fucking run out of this stuff. Oh, no, no, I don't need to go in there. I forgot I got the lighter. So what was it then for the fucking shotgun rounds? Do I have to have triple B? Let me light this entire cabin on fire. Yeah. I don't know how children get away with stealing their parents' credit cards. That's just, Wait, what? Okay. What? What the fuck? The game just froze. Okay, Jesus. I'd cry if it just said insert disc 2. She definitely got the belt. Yeah, I'm just more so it's like kids who grab credit cards and fucking spend a shit ton of money on video games and shit. Like that's going to a point of no return. What's over here? Park key. Okay. Why would you have that giant ass ring with one key on it? Okay, is that a map then? No, none of these are maps, apparently. That's grenade launcher rounds. Alright. It's set to auto-receive mode. Oh, I'm definitely gonna get radioed by somebody in this fucking room at some point. Yep, there it is. Who would have thought?
All supervisors, mission terminated. Return immediately. Repeat. All supervisors.
John Wick needs your help. Attention all epic gamers. Alright.
I'm quite impressed you've managed to stay alive up until now.
What's that? It's Dracula. Run!
And you seem to be doing a pretty good job of looking out for yourself. How about helping out?
I have no intention of helping you.
Diaper
Because
man.
we're nothing but pawns in all this?
In a manner of speaking, you are. Our employers wanted a detailed analysis of the zombie beings which were created through infection by the T-virus.
The
You're
zombie
saying
being.
that they deliberately sent in a military unit to be butchered by their creations?
Not exactly. Although the conditions
She just
imposed
asked
on
that
this
question
operation
like
were
she's
extreme,
fucking Ice-T
it was
from,
an unexpected outcome that the team would
Law and
bring
Order
right out.
SVU.
We were only required
So you
to
telling
collect
me
live
they
data
sent
from
in
the
a
subjects.
military unit to be slaughtered by their own creations?
Another mutant.
So you telling me they sent in a military unit to shove vodka-soaked tampons up their asses? Law and Order SVU. Dun dun. nude mods for this game. God. That would look fucking awful. Alright, map. So we just gotta go back this way, which means we gotta go back through there. Yippee, 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 yippee. Fun, fun. Death dealer? The fuck is a death dealer? Is that one of the variants or something?
What's going on? Whoa!
Show based around sexual crimes as a good guy.
What was that?
Yeah. Oh shit. Can I just leave? Oh, I guess not. Oh. Jesus fucking Christ. Foreskin monster. Oh no. It's the monster of all foreskins. He's come back to enact his revenge. Can we stream Are We There Yet with Ice Cube? Oh my god. Jesus, her fire rate is so goddamn slow. Let's use that. Combine that with that. Guess I'll equip that again. I should have brought the fucking grenade launcher, huh? I didn't know this was gonna happen. Oh. Oh. Homie. Homie. Stop it. Oh. Fuck. I should have combined those. Oh, he's dead. Oh, he's not dead. Never mind. What? Huh? I was at yellow health. Ah. Jesus fucking Christ. This is the worst part about dying. Having to start from the fucking menu every time. Oh, man.
Resident Evil.
The worst part. Alright, now I'll just go grab the fucking grenade launcher, I guess. Why did it show the light post? Because I just assumed I was supposed to stand by the light post at that point. Am I supposed to shoot the light post? I don't know. They made meteors from Fortnite a real thing. Really? Try knifing the lamp post down. Oh, the Chad skin. Oh, that's disgusting. Okay. Oh my god. Fuck. You know what's real crazy? I gotta grab all of that shit again. Let me grab the lighter real quick. I'll just make BB That way I get more shotgun rounds instead of the fucking stupid pistol rounds. First, let me do this. Yeah, I know that. Okay. Use. Okay. Knock them down to electrocute the worm. You can shoot it down. Okay. There we go. Ugh. Man. You ever think that maybe we've already been sucked in by the biggest black hole? Maybe we've already been stretched, but we don't even know it. Like, how would you know? What is A plus B plus A plus B? You can't combine those. You can only combine 3 times. So that'd be 4 times. I believe. So, like, combining BB gives you shotgun rounds, but the moment you add A, you wind up with fucking pistol rounds. I got so many damn type A. Where is that thing? There it is. Combine. Boop. There we go. Yeah. Put this in here again. Let's see. Keep the grenade launcher with me. I suppose I might as well put a red herb in my pocket to mix with that. Okay. All I saw was the only stretched thing, and I'm gonna stop reading there. Never mind, oh boy. My eyes glanced back at it. Wait, now I can just save, so I'll do that. That way I don't gotta redo this whole fucking gathering all this dumb shit again. No! There we go. Save progress here, yes. Once again, I am coming to you to ask you to save at a typewriter. Save there again. Isn't hard to come by in this game. Yeah. There's so much pistol ammo too. Like, it's just... If I wanted to, I could mix another, like, 400. It's ridiculous. Okay. Put that there. Like, you don't run out like you do in, Code Veronica. Do the goatsy. Nope. Utilize. Alright, don't freeze again. There we go. Okay, don't know why it showed me my inventory again. Unless I spammed O. Yeah, pick that up, I might as well. Yep. Cool. And this. And then there's a note on the board I don't know if I grabbed last time, but I'll grab it for sure this time. I must have. Yeah, I did. A fax. Wow. Oh my god.
All supervisors, mission terminated. Return immediately. Repeat. All
Oh, boy.
supervisors return immediately. Over.
Alright, back to the action.
I'm quite impressed you've managed to stay alive up until now.
And you seem to be doing a pretty good job of looking out for yourself. How about helping out?
I have no intention of helping you.
Because we're nothing but pawns in all this?
In a manner of speaking, you are. Our employers
You are
wanted
all
a
my
detailed
pawn.
analysis of the zombie beings which were created through infection by the T-virus.
You're saying that they deliberately sent in a military unit to be butchered by their creations?
Not exactly.
Not
Though
exactly,
the
but
conditions
pretty
encountered
much.
on this operation were extreme. It was an unexpected outcome that the team would be wiped out. We were only required to collect live data from the subjects. Another mutant.
I done shitted and farted and came to my pants. That's what that rumble was. Alright. Time for the Grenade launcher. Combine, boop. Oh. Well, shit. If I had known that I can just put as many as I want in that thing. Oh no, he's going to till up the soil.
What's going on? Whoa!
So you telling me that we're in some kind of zombie apocalypse brought on by Umbrella Corporation? With the T-virus? Yes, Ice-T. Oh, God. Fuck. Come on. Ah. They call him Wormo. Wormo the boss. So this is apparently a graveyard in a park. Topical, huh? What's up, Demond? Damond? I'm sorry if I mispronounce it. I apologize. Oh boy. This thing doesn't seem to do a lot of damage. Uh-oh. I was scratching my eye. Run. Oh. Might as well. My eye is itchy. Apparently I got the big pink eye. I don't, but my eye is fucking itchy. Come on, worm. Where are you at? Oh, there he is. Oh, is he dead? Oh, shit. Insert the porno beat. Vord. Oh boy. Could escape by climbing up this fence. No, I'm just gonna stand around here. Uh-oh. Fuck these stupid snakes. Get away from me. Oh god. Keep moving. Ah. Oh god. Okay. What are we doing, the fucking Bernie? Jesus. YouTube porn of Joe on accident. YouTube porn? Thought it was a harmless cartoon, but it got weird. Oh boy. Yeah, it's strange the kind of shit you can find on YouTube. Shit that's not supposed to be on YouTube, but YouTube never seems to have a clue. Alright. There we go, we can get some nice herb action going. Caleb Link. Is there now Travis Scott steps on you YouTube videos? Is that what it got replaced by? Combine. Alright. Give Neko the sauce. It's for research. Oh shit. Resident Evil gate? Did the gate say RE or something? I don't pay. Oh! You fucking sneaky bitch. See, homie knows how to die. I'll give him a double tap real quick just for the sake of it though. Yeah, that one was trying to sneak up too, huh? Dumbass. Thought I wouldn't accidentally shoot you. Pfft. Come on. RE3 cartoon. Oh no. I mean, I suppose it's safer than Elsagate because it's not aimed at children if it's Resident Evil content, I guess. Still whack that it's on YouTube. There's just an owl living out its fucking normal ass life out here. No longer need this key. Of course I'm gonna discard it. Why would I keep it? Yeah. That zombie just cooling on the ground. I just never assumed that. Well. Oh boy. Push him off. You fucking loser. What a fucking loser. Just get ducked and pushed off. Alright, map. I assume I can't go through these. Yeah. What's this one? Is this one locked? Yeah. Combine that so I don't gotta reload. Wait, what did it say? Treatment control room. Okay. Ugh, man.
Carlos.
Cardos.
Jill, listen very carefully. They're planning on launching a missile directly into the city as soon as day breaks. The explosion will be powerful enough to destroy everything.
Are you sure about that?
Positive. I heard it straight from a supervisor.
They'll go this far to...
Straight from my supervisor.
Come on, we have to hurry. There isn't
I
much
love that
time
they
left.
don't, like, have ranks. They just have supervisors. I heard it from my manager. My division manager told me that, they were gonna nuke the city. Alright. Oh, wait, there's more gunpowder bee? Sweet Lord Jesus. Got a lot of gunpowder. Combine, combine, combine. We'll get a lot of shotgun shells. What's that? Facility key. Yes. Okay. Oh, there's more heals. There we go. Oh, cool. Why did it fill at that time? BB. Put that in my pocket. I'm not doing that. It's not happening. Let's put these two away. Okay, and now we can just grab all this nonsense. All this useless shit. Doop. Alright. First of all, do that. There we go. Combine, combine, and combine. Alright. And put that there. And then that's not what I want. There we go. And now we can save. Okay, I see that. Is this not a typewriter in front of my fucking face? Oh no, it's over here. What the fuck is that thing then? Okay. Real glad. I was really just trying to, save. There we go. You know, one of these days you guys are gonna ask for something and you're gonna wind up getting it. And you're gonna regret your decision. Alright. Put the save stuff away. The save goop. I can't wait to get to a door that requires my lockpick. And then I'll have to run all the way back to get it again. Okay. Where are we at? Well, there's only one way out, so. Card key reader. Card key. The only card I got is the stars card. Can I use that? You're a sick man, Neko. I've only been poisoned like once in this entire game. Ow! Can I, okay, yes. Alright. What is this? Huh. Yes. Oh, okay. Alright. Oh, oh. Huh. Just the fucking steam room? Like, Jesus Christ. There's so much steam. What's up, Jax? Who did this? Who poked holes? Oh yeah, it's been a while. Can't wait to get blasted with steam in the face when I press a button. Okay, no, can't be that one. Or wait. Maybe it can be. Maybe I press that. There. Could this work now? Please? Then maybe I press this one? Ah, yeah. Controls the power safety system. Yes. Steam cells. This is where they make their games? Oh boy. This is where all the Steam hentai games come from. Okay. And then... boop. Alright. Is there anything over here? Okay. This? No, I still need to find the fucking card. I love Steam Room. It's fun. It's my favorite room. Okay, this one. Alright. No. Alright, I guess I'll go fuck myself. Yes. Okay. Thank you. Who designed this? Who sat there poking holes in the goddamn valves? Alright. There we go. I assume we're good now. I think. I can't really tell what the goal of that was, if I'm gonna be completely honest. What did that do? Oh shit. Well, now you're on my sleep schedule, brother. Yes? No. What am I supposed to do? What? There's gotta be... Okay, which one of the files talks about the damn... Steam? Manager's diary, let's look. Very different from life in the university. Treatment room. The door shut and I was locked inside. I couldn't get out for 1 hour. Key card. It's useless when you are locked inside. Guinea pigs. We have... Huh. This is weird. Huh. Number of bodies we have to dispose of. Our infection level is increased and the antibodies we are using is no match for the new mutation of the virus. Some of the workers have been infected by the disease. I have continued to work, but I always keep a gun with me. Yep. Okay. Well. Do I leave this room now? Supposed to get knocked out by the steam. Just get hit by the steam, you'll wake up and Carlos... That doesn't seem to be right. That seems like a lie. Okay. So I did all that. Now I'm just gonna go this way and assume that there's a door that opened. I think that would make sense. What the fuck? What the fuck, man? Piss off. on. Alright, there you go. Don't come back, please. There it is. Linus Tech Tip. Linus. That is me. I'm always suspicious of something being amiss with the game. System disk. Or the lies that people tell me. That's a lot of fucking guys. Alright. Guess I'll go fuck myself. Yeah. You dumbass. You dumbass. Get out of here. Come here. Eh. Stop running. Why are you running? Yeah. That's what I thought. If you die, you get to play as Luigi? No way. That's pretty fucking sick. Do you get to play as Green Mario? Because Green Mario's pretty cool. Alright. Give me all these orbs. Alright. Map. I can't help but constantly think that I'm missing something in every room that I walk through. Huh. Oh, okay. That right there, the image that you just saw was exactly what I do all the time in Resident Evil, in all of these early titles. Just sprint against a wall. Will you push the button? Yes. It's easier than trying to maintain a straight line. 100 for the gold edition of Hitman 2, all expansions and maps. Oh fuck. Shit. This thing is far superior to the rifle. Filled with nasty smelling liquid. Well, climb in, don't be a pussy. Oh, is there another one down there? The fuck? What are you doing? What are you doing? You thought you would sneak up on me? It didn't work. Displays an error message. Oh boy, who was watching porn on the maintenance computer? On the water pollution control device, who went to the wrong website? There's pop-ups all over. I've ever bought was Crysis 2 for $2. Hot damn. I've definitely bought games for like 50 cents on Steam. But they're never good. But Crysis is getting a remake, if you didn't see that. No. I won't push the button, because I just realized I came out of here, didn't I? Didn't I? I think. Yeah, I did. Okay. So what am I missing in here? Let's go down here. Oh, there we go. Alright. The claw falls off. You win. Hey man, you can win the claw. Fucking shit. God damn it, you fucking dumb lizards. Ow. Another PC tester. Alright. Huh. Do I gotta use the CD on that machine? You don't think your PC can even run Original Crisis? Are Pickle Rick pills just pickles? Is that all it is? Let's see if the CD works on here. Nope. Nope. I was wrong. Stupid. Stupid. You bought the 360 disc for your Xbox One? Oh, you mean Crysis 2. For a second I thought there was a disc that you had to use for the Xbox One to play 360 games. And I was like, huh. That sounds like some old school shit. Yeah, you gotta run this specific disc to install the software instead of them just doing an update. There's clearly something here. I can't grab it. Jill just looks fucking giant right now. There it is. Blah blah blah. Good to know. Oh, there's a thing. What is this? Do you want the water sample? I fucking guess. Oh, there we go. Now we can put some things away. Put this in here. And... well, I already got 2 of those healing things, so I should be fine for a while. Okay. No, that's not what I want. Okay. Combine that with that. Let me save, actually. Okay. It still feels weird going back to old games where triangle is back. Because ever since PS3, the circle button has been the back button. So going back to the old school games always feels weird to me. Boop. Put that away. I don't even understand why they made that change. Like, it just seems like it was a universal change is the thing, which is what weirds me out. Like, every company, every developer just decided, yeah, circle is now our back button, all at once. The fuck is this? Just a jar of blood blew up? Water pollution alert blocking of the abolition. What? You can change the controller layout in the options. I mean, it's fine. I just make, you know, commenting on the fact that they changed it, and I don't understand why they did. Install bonzify.exe. Never do that. For anybody who doesn't know what it is, just don't do that. Plastic card could fit. That worked? I thought that was a fucking key. How did that work? Okay, black screen again. Fun. There we go. No, I'll leave it. What? The ultraviolet rays are applied to the water. Okay. all. Manual check has been performed. What the fuck? Device to check the water quality. Water sample seems to be required. Alright. Now we at least know where all this stuff is going. It's not a hentai review. Let's make it clear that what I was going to do is go into comment sections of games on Steam, of hentai games on Steam, because they're some of the most fucking foul comments I've ever seen. I'm not just going and reviewing hentai. Okay. No, that's not right. No, that's not right. No. There we go. Yeah. Alright. Back. Ah, fuck. I hate how long the text takes to go across the screen and then you can't even fucking skip it. Okay. The yellow actually might be in the right place. Blue needs to move for sure. Okay. Let's see. Let's move it left. Could that work? Yellow plus blue, that'd be 2. No, it won't work. Could that? No, that wouldn't work. Would that work? Maybe 1, 2, 3 there. It'd be 1, 2 there. Nope. 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 Yellow has to move then. God, this is gonna fucking take forever. Should go through your art requests. I can't. I cannot bring myself to do that. Also, I deleted the fucking accounts where I got those requests. So, that's a no-go anyway. Alright, let's go back to yellow, I guess. How did you post the YouTube loading icon as an emote? That's rough, Neko. I know from experience that stings. I wouldn't wish that on anybody. Okay. Move. One more, maybe. Let's check this. That looks right. Yep. There we go. Perfect. What? What does this mean? What are you telling me? Okay, I gotta go to the second floor, obviously. Did a door open? I assume a door opened. Oh god, everything looks the fucking same and the map isn't labeled. Is that a dabbing emoji? There's an elbow touch emoji now? Jesus. No more handshakes or high fives around here. We only clack elbows together like marbles. Really hard and loud. I hear something. Huh. Oh, it's water dripping. Okay, we're good. It's all good. False alarm, fellas. Oh. fuck! I just want to shoot the goddamn barrel. Wow. Guess I'll go fuck myself, Jill. Combine. You dumb bitch. Oh. Die, god damn it. Got him. Got him. You see that? That was fucking pro gamer moves right there. Said pro game as if I was saying Rogaine. Displays an error message. Good to know. Alright. Go up the elevator now, maybe? It's really hard to tell. Why is there a Swiss emote? It's the Swiss heart. It means I love you, but I'm not gonna get involved. You know? You get it? Get the joke? I see a finger in hole loading shit emoji string, and I don't know what that means. It concerns me. It really concerns me. Dead factory map. Oh. Well, that helps, I guess. Oh, there's a door over there. Okay, that's the door that opened then. There it is. Let's see where we're going. I did not try doing that in Echo.
You're still wandering around.
You're still wandering around.
So, you want to get out of here alone? Is that your plan?
I made certain none of the other supervisors survived.
It's Adam Sandler
Since
playing
I'm the only
Dracula.
one who knows what really happened, I'll have more bargaining power when it comes to discussing my bonus.
I would try to do
me. I'm not on
an
their
Adam
payroll.
Sandler Dracula
What you eliminated for reasons of their own.
joke, but
The amount is
or
modest.
impression,
There is
but
a
that
reward.
it's not just not gonna work.
Confirmation of your death.
That's great. Except I have no intention of contributing to your retirement fund.
Y'all are fucking disgusting. Oh. Huh. That's a dead Nico. Nikolai, yeah. Kinda cringe, to be honest. Herm? What the frick? How did he turn so red? His insert system disk to unlock. You put it in and it's just, if you like pina coladas. And dun 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 dun.
Warning. Proceeding with operation in treatment room. Please evacuate.
Uh-oh. Herm. Oh, frick. Star. Has he got eyes all over his back now? Disgusting. You're nasty. You're just like the other guy. Oh. Huh. Oh, fuck. Oh, no! You fucking dickhead. Stop it. Okay. Say your prayers, because we're gonna fucking die. Oh my god, I fucking hate you. Nemesis, eat dick. Please, just go fucking die. You goddamn bitch. What the fuck am I supposed to do to get out of this goddamn corner? Okay, I sure do love getting corner locked. Fun. Please, let me out. Fuck you. Okay. Alright. Sure would be cool if you would stand up quick. Ooh. Please. Okay, Jill. When I'm shooting in the direction of a valve, it'd be crazy if you would fucking shoot it. Also, if you would stand up a little quicker than that. Combine, equip. Oh boy. That was a cool way to get out of my menu. I fucking love that. Jesus Christ. Boy. Oh boy. Gotta say, I don't know if I can say I'm a fucking fan of the Nemesis fights in this game. There we go. Ooh. He dropped a box of ammo out of his pocket. Where? There he is. Oh, at least I got this. Combine that with that. Utilize. There we go. We're going. Spam poggers, fuck. Alright, when does homie become a fucking slime pile? Oh, after this. Obviously.
Missile attack confirmed.
Oh.
Personnel evacuate.
Well, we already got nuked. Damn shame. What is a pogger? What is a pogger? Where's the... Wait. Okay, so if we go through here, and then up through there, and then that way, we can get to the save room. Alright. Oh. Okay. These guys sure are cool. Fucking get out of the way. Dumb fucking zombie babies. You big fucking crybaby zombies always whining that you're getting shot in the chest. Except when you say poggers about me, it's because I'm screaming about a game being unfair even though it's just me being bad. So that's the kind of going off that you get when you watch my streams. Alright, let's get some of these healing items in my pocket real quick. Also that, but first... Where are they? There's one. Put that in there, and the green herb. Right. Where is it? There it is. I'm glad there's no more sense of urgency now. And I can probably put that away as well. Okay, put that in my pocket. Put this away now. And where's that ammo? There it is. I could get even more ammo if I just took the other Magnum out too. I don't know what all I need. You know what I mean? Alright, let me save. Can save your progress here, yes. Use the revolver? Oh, well there we go. Perfect amount of saves. 27. You know. Definitely needed that. Okay, so now I'll put that away and then I'll take out those blue, what's it called, rounds. There we go. And then I'll combine that with the thing. Damn, you're just telling me what I'm already doing. You know, we're on the same wavelength. I wish I could combine those with the revolver already, but I know I can't. Do I need this key in the card? Because if I don't need them, then I'll just shove them in the box. But it didn't tell me to get rid of them. So I don't know if I need them, you know? I don't want to leave anything that would be helpful. There, now we're fine. Okay, those are all green and blue. I'll take that. Alright, here we go. Ugh. Okay. So what's this? Oh, this is the car key card. Car key, whatever. Use. Alright, and it'll probably tell me that I can get rid of it. Nope, it won't. Okay. Never mind. Do we need to kick the key to card? Just fucking mumbling at this point. Oh, shit. Time to go back up and put some things away. Neko, you're fucking disgusting. Use M16 instead of shotgun? Okay. Well, I might as well put the shotgun rounds and shit away then. You're sure about that? Where is it? It's right there. There we go. What do we got? Equip that. Oh yeah, and I'll grab those rounds downstairs too. How useful is the grenade launcher gonna be, like the regular shots? Yes. And 12 more. There we go. Closed with a sturdy looking door. Yep. Okay. Alright. Oh. Fucking I guess. Shit. Nothing here anymore. Okay. What? Guess I go back up? Huh. Where do we go now? Gotta go through the save. Oh, okay. I know. You're back. What did you miss? Everything. We're almost at the final boss fight, I believe. Did I go the right way? Yeah, I did. Okay. I can never tell. I really can't. I get so disoriented with this game. Okay. Alright, where are we? Okay, that's the door. Card key. There we go. Okay. Yes. Die, bro. Damn. Alright. I'm gonna put shit away again. God, I can never fucking tell which way I'm going. Okay. Left one. Ugh. Alright, what can we grab now? I don't know what I want to grab now. Probably just healing items, right? Seems the most sensible. Healing items, where are you? There's one. Okay. This way? Yeah. Oh, man. And this way. There we go. Fuck. There's just always so much shit in this game, and I don't know what to keep and what not to.
Jill, where are you?
Oh, there we go.
If you can hear this transmission, respond immediately.
Wow, needy much?
I'm here. What's up?
I got us a ride. The chopper engines are running and ready to go.
On my way.
The city's about to become ground zero. Hurry up! And don't forget to take that device with you.
What does it do?
That device tracks the distance of the approaching missile. Make sure you bring it with you. Now listen to me. Don't give up. We're both gonna survive this. Just
Why do you
get
need
over
to
here.
know the fucking distance of it at this point? You just need to get the fuck out as soon as possible. Well, there we go.
Warning. Missile attack confirmed.
Oh shit.
Warning. Missile attack confirmed.
There's so many things happening in the thumbnail, yep.
Level D.
There's so much happening.
All
I mean, it's so
personnel
complicated in the
evacuate
thumbnail.
immediately.
I love how Jill's just standing there staring. Like, Herm? Yes. No, I'm just gonna fucking stand there. God damn it. You fucking meat man. Get out of here. Y'all motherfuckers better not attack me when I walk past. Sorry for chewing ice on the mic. I didn't even think about it. Alright. Damn, that door just crumbled. I'm really about to get nuked, huh? Power distribution unit that is not working now. Cool.
Checking system.
Oh shit, you get that Travis Scott skin on Resident Evil 3 from 1999? That's crazy.
Warning.
They're really ahead of their time with this game.
Activate the system.
What? What? The fuck am I supposed to do? Okay. Cool. What? This is one of Umbrella's deadly bioweapons. Okay, what am I supposed to do? God damn it. Does anybody know what to do? Cause I'm gonna wind up dying. Control panel. Yeah, okay. This is stupid. Maybe I didn't read something. I don't know. Maybe I wasn't listening close enough. Yeah, that missile's coming. I'm gonna die. Well. Good shit. I really do not understand this part. I'm gonna just stand here and die. Yeah, I get it. The fucking it's labeled. Good fucking job, Jill. You read. Push the battery near the tyrant. What? This thing? That's a battery.
Battery connected.
Huh. Oh no, it's the soup. Oh. It just grew out of its ass. Okay. Cool. What are you doing, Jill? Alright. Is this also a... Okay. Oh, fucking A. Alright. Get the... Okay. Let's use this one. I really hate stun lock bosses. They're the fucking worst. Okay. Okay, push it, Jill. Push the goddamn thing. Alright.
Rail cannon has been activated. Executing quick charge program. Preparing to fire.
Fire. Please. He's in front of it. Okay, so what now? Do I... Alright. Just fucking stand back here and shoot him. Come on. Damn it. Okay. Is he coming? If it didn't hit him. Bro, come on. There we go. What a dumbass. That missile's gonna kill me.
Warning. System overheating. Enter cooldown mode.
Thank you, robot. Okay. Do I gotta push those batteries back in? I sure fucking hope not. Oh god. Please. Exterminate the monster. Why is it lagging? I'm gonna get nuked.
You want stars? I'll give you stars.
Yeah, so I wouldn't be watching this anymore. You should probably go, Jill. I took too long with the batteries, and now we're gonna die. Ho, ho, ho. What? Yes. No, don't do it. We'll just sit in this elevator shaft and hope that the nuke doesn't kill us.
Jill! Over here!
Oh, thank God. The missile just smacks the helicopter.
I guess we're all set.
All right then, we're out of here.
Oh no.
It's here. It's time to go.
Gabunga. That's the sound a nuke makes. People don't talk about it because it's so scary. What actually happened is they launched Kung Fu Panda at the city,
I've had it.
and he said skadoosh
They've gone too far.
and blew up the city.
And now we have a rather unfortunate turn of events. It seems that the president
The
and
city
Federal
of Chicago
Council
has
have
been
passed
nuked.
judgment over the civilians of Raccoon City. The president and federal council have ruled that the Bacillus Terminate operation is the best course of action for this extreme situation and have since executed. Based on that fact, Raccoon City has been literally wiped off the map. Current reports have the death toll surpassing the 100,000 mark. Our hearts go out to those poor civilians of Raccoon City.
Imagine giving out a fucking... Imagine reading that from a teleprompter as a reporter, and you're just sounding like all professional and shit. Unfortunately, the city of Chicago has been nuked. Our hearts go out to the victims. Sad. In other news, the president has purchased a new puppy. Tactical nuke inbound. Wow. 2 guys named Koichi in a row. Kiyohiko. Do you know how fucking hard it would be to pronounce that? Like on a regular basis? Kiyohiko. Kyohiko. Kyohiko. Like, how do you say that fast? Poggers F. Haha. We did it, guys. Why are they playing this music? Hell yeah, we nuked the city of Raccoon City. Basically Chicago. It just got wiped off the face of the map. Hell yeah, zombies. Wow, credits used to be pretty short. Oh, is it gonna keep going? Never mind. All right. Wow, we sure did it. And those people sure do look like the characters we played as. It's Colorado? So you're telling me that it's supposed to be fucking Denver? I've got the boutique key and 2 costumes. Wow. Yep. Okay. Well, we beat the game. What a good time. I'm gonna just say, I don't think that the hate towards Resident Evil 3 Remake was justified in any way. This game just had certain sections that I feel like it would have been better without. And a lot of frustrating shit. But I enjoyed it overall. I did enjoy it. But I still think that the people who were complaining, consistently about the remake are big old babies. Big old fucking babies. She just rolled up and shot that dude. He didn't do shit. Alright. Well, we're done with Resident Evil 3. I don't know what else we can do tonight. I think I'll probably call it quits for the night. But Resident Evil 0. Oh, they say in Resident Evil 0 that Raccoon City is in Colorado. Huh. Odd. Yeah. I don't know. I just don't think that the clock tower is like a big enough part to really matter. And it's kind of a really small area. Malaria simulator? Uh-oh. Want me to fucking play what's that damn game? Virus Inc. or whatever the fuck. Not happening, Neko. Let's see. What else do we got on my PC? Doom 64. That's one that I haven't touched yet. think we'll probably call her quits for the night, though. That way we can come back tomorrow and play something else. Because I wasn't planning on playing anything else for tonight. Oh, Far Cry 2 is Malaria Simulator. Okay, that makes sense. I mean, I have it installed, but I don't want to do it tonight. So, let's see, what else do we got on here? Got Resident Evil 2, and we got God Hand. That's really about it for my PS3. I mean, I got a shitload of PS3 games, but they're all on disc. So, what the fuck did you just say, Neko? Watch some vids on YouTube. That's how you get your channel removed. You can do that on Twitch. I don't know if it works so well on YouTube unless you just don't save the videos or the stream. Look at that. Look at that cover for Dead Space 2. That looks dope. I like it. Play corrupted data? You want me to play this one? It don't work, sadly. Watch the hub. Yeah, but anyway, we'll come back tomorrow. We'll see. We'll see what we play tomorrow. I don't know yet. I'll plan something. But watch my own stream on YouTube. Big brain. Just have an endless loop of my own voice going. Here we go. That's a good idea. But anyway, we'll come back tomorrow. We'll see. We'll see. Just keep going like this. I don't know yet. What we play tomorrow, I don't know yet. I'll plan something. But watch my own stream on YouTube. You like that? Stream on YouTube. Big brain. Big brain. Just have an endless loop of my own voice going. Oh boy. That's a good idea. But anyway, here we go. You like this? That's a good idea. But anyway, we'll come back tomorrow. Is that good? Let's keep going like this. We'll see. Let's keep going like this. Keep going like this. You like that? I think this is like that. This is stimulating. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. You like this? That's a good idea. You like this? You like this? Is that good? Is that good? Is that good? Keep going like this. Keep going like this. Keep going like this. Keep going like this. I think this is like that. This is stimulating. I think this is stimulating. This is stimulating. Oh boy. Oh boy. You like this? 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 Second. Why does it seem like I think this is stimulating. I turned it into like a heartbeat. Jesus. Snort. Yeah. That'd just be fucking... And that would just be the same sound I just made. Alright. Well, that was fun, right? Now I can't even hear myself. Uh-oh. What the fuck? I turned it into like a heartbeat. Jesus. Snort. Yeah. That'd just be fucking... It really did break. And that'd just be the same sound I just made. It really did break. I can't even... Huh. That was weird. YouTube handles that very oddly. Buy this racing car. What racing car? Anyway, I think I'm done. I think I'm gonna go to bed. After that. You thought that the endless loop of my voice was one of the funniest moments of any of my videos? Oh, Jesus. It's funny because there's man, you know the guy who did Chocolate Rain? He did that on accident, and he just had an endless loop of his own voice going with a shitload of tabs open in one of his streams, and it's some of the funniest shit ever. Which one is talking? It's me. I'm the real one. It is me. Sorry. We'll end this in a second. Great. Alright. Uploaded a video, watched it, then uploaded that, then watched that, then uploaded and... Yeah, pretty much. Okay. Good night. I will see you guys tomorrow. If anyone is watching who isn't subbed, please think about doing so, all that shit. Thanks. I appreciate it. Have a good one. I did not beat Caveman Simulator. I could play that, I guess. We'll find out tomorrow. It's always a surprise with me, right? It's always a surprise because it's always the same 2 games. Alright, good night. Have fun sleeping or doing whatever you guys do in the middle of the night. Who knows? We all know what you guys do in the middle of the night, but I'm not going to say it. You guys might report me or something. Good night.